What's up? Am I live? I'm live already. Let's tag some people. Tag, 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 tag. Ooh, there's some people that are awake. Boom, boom. Tag some people real quick. Boom. Tagging people, tagging this. Yeah, there we go. Tagging people. Let's get people in on this thing. Let's do it live and get some people in here. I'm working on a dope beat and I want to talk about a couple things. Get a couple people in here right quick. Boom, 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 boom. We got 3 people in here. Bald Bull. Oh, come on, Gan. Bald Bull was the easiest one to knock out on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. One of the easy ones, for me anyway. Cool, I got 5 people in here. So I'm going to start. Just want to talk to you guys about some stuff. Like, I've been kind of depressed lately. Like, I've been suffering from trigeminal neuralgia, which is a nerve disease, which they call it the suicide disease, where it like affects the nerves, like basically from the back of my head to my ear to my tooth to my cheek to my eyeball is all feels like somebody shot me in the back of the head and it came out through my eyeball. Like it sucks that fucking bad. And like I bought my plane ticket to move to Detroit to go work for Psychopathics like months and months in advance, and the ticket was $1,500 and it was the cheapest one. So that's why I bought it like that far in advance, because it was the cheapest one. Because like all the flights are ridiculous and so related, like ridiculously regulated. Like, so anyway, I didn't know the Gathering of the Juggalos was going to be going down this year, or I would have booked my flight sooner, and it would cost a ton of money to get it changed. So what I'm just doing is just gonna have to miss the Gathering this year. So I've been depressed about that, and then with the nerve pain thing, it's been crazy. So, and then I went to the studio. Somebody offered me a job being a second engineer in the studio, and I went there to meet everybody, and like I showed everybody, introduced myself. I was super humble, super cool, tried to be cool with everybody, and then like I got stoned, and then I started acting goofy as fuck because of this damn nerve pain. I was like, hell yeah, I'll hit that blunt. So I think I might have left a bad impression yesterday. So I've been depressed about that. And then like this hater came on my latest podcast episode and was like talking smack to me, and wasting energy on that shit took a lot out of me. And so now I'm here and I'm working on a new beat, and it's just like all my pain, all my suffering. This is why I say I don't have fans, I have customers, because like I didn't get in this like music game shit for no kind of false idolatry shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be worshipped. I don't give a fuck about having people like idolize me or not like that. Like them false idols in the mainstream. I don't give a fuck about that. I just do this because it's therapy and it's a business. You make music, you create art, you produce it, you sell it. If people support you, they're your loyal customers, they bless you, they support you. And that's all I'm doing this for, is I have customers who's supported me and bought my stuff. And so I keep making stuff. And plus it's my therapy. So I'm making this dope ass beat I want to share with you. I just started making this beat. And I just took all the stress and balled it up and just threw it on this bitch. And like, I ain't gonna lie, like I was even crying and shit while I was making this. Because it was like, it just hit me that fucking deep. And I'm not done with it. I haven't even put the bass in it or like... this is just a riff, but I've layered so many instruments in it, classical instruments on top of each other and panned like stereo separation where the frequencies aren't on top of each other. This shit sounds so fucking epic, I just wanted to share it with you, so here it is. Okay, so, bro, Bobby from Supernatural. I haven't seen Supernatural, so I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard that one. Actually, I've seen Supernatural a couple times, but I don't know who Bobby is because it's been a long time since I've seen it. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, Gan. You guys are shit. You guys are awesome. What up? What up, Corp? What up, Roy? Man, you guys are dope. I'm glad I got some people actually watching me. So I want to break down to you how I did this, like this composition. Let's just take everything out. Let's just disengage all the instruments. And this is how you bump out stems too. Like when you're separating the tracks for a beat, is you got to disengage all these things on the sequencer, each instrument. You just, so that's only playing one of them, right? So here's the chorus, here's the choir, just by itself. So then there's that, there's the choir, and then I got the tubular bell. Then I've got the glockenspiel. And then I got, and I'm gonna change that tubular bell up because I'm not feeling some of it. And then here's a string. This is on the right side, and I got some other strings on the left side. It complements the choir. It complements the choir. When you put them together, they complement each other. Because what violins actually are is an instrument that they created to try to mimic a choir, a voice, vocals. So when you put vocals together of a choir in with the strings, they complement each other. And you create this epic fucking harmony, I guess you call it. I don't know what to call it, but this shit sounds fucking dope, right? And then from here, I put some grand piano. I'm gonna turn it down now. And then I got a lower note grand piano. See, what that high note piano does is it complements the glockenspiel because they're the same notes, but two different instruments. But they're stereo panned so that they're not on top of each other. And then, so then I put a low note on the octave for the low note pianos. What I did was I put some strings, some left, stereo, hard left, 100% left, 100% right, hard right, the low note strings to complement the low notes of the grand piano. So I'm about to engage that plug so you'll hear what that sounds like with it. Here, let me show you the difference between that. I'm gonna show you the difference of what I'm talking about. Just to drop knowledge. So like just this piano by itself, the low note piano by itself, right? That sounds dope that way. And what that really is it's two notes. It's the same note in different octaves. So they're on top of each other. Boom. And that shit sounds fucking hard, doesn't it? So then, what you do from there is you get some strings and you pan one a hard left, 100% left, one 100% right, a hard right, and you put them on top of each other, and the shit sounds... So you got them strings complementing that damn low note piano. Shit sounds epic. Let me turn them up a little bit because I've turned them down too low earlier. That shit sounds fucking dope. So then when you put them all on top of each other, like everything sounds like this. Like all the instruments sound like together. They all complement each other. And that's how you make like epic sounding shit, like classical shit, like a classically trained musician. I'm not a classically trained musician, but I've learned from working with so many classically trained musicians that, you know, they got like degrees from Berkeley, the music school, and like I've worked with them personally and they taught me shit, you know? So it was like being in a classroom for free kind of, because I got to learn some stuff from like, I'm talking like chart topping producers, like Sam Peasy. Man, that dude is so tough. Like his beats are so dope. I hope that one day I can be as dope as him. And that's what when I work on my beats, I try to set that standard for myself. You know what I mean? Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate you. I can't believe I got so many people watching me. I never have anybody on the live watching me. This is the first time I've got more than 2 or 3 people watching me on a live. So what I'm trying to do is find a good bass drum real quick. I'm going through my samples or my sound font library rather, not sample. I don't really use samples that much, but this 808 actually is a sample though. Where is it? Oh, it's okay, Courtney. You can play it later. You can rewatch it later. What I was doing earlier, I was just talking about stuff that's been bothering me, and I had to get some stuff on my chest and stuff because I've been having like stress from certain various factors, like the trigeminal neuralgia I'm going through, and then like having to deal with like haters and shit and like pressures of like just professional pressures and personal shit, you know, like I decided to get my pain out on this beat. So I came up with this composition, and then I got to build a beat around it, a hip hop beat. I got to work on the hip hop beat. Basically what I do when I start off on a beat is I just start with a snare drum. So that whenever, and this will help you guys, like if anybody wants to try to start making beats, this will help you learn. If nobody's ever tried to make a beat before, this will teach you something. So if you get FL Studio Producer Edition, I always keep my tempos like around 66, 67, and sometimes lower, sometimes higher, but usually bass, I just keep it around 66 or 67, and which is actually, if you fold it, it becomes like 132 or 133, whatever, 134. And so anyway, you start out with a snare, like boom. Let's see my Bluetooth thing. It registers, has to register sound. Usually I start out with a hi-hat and a snare. The hi-hat's this. The hell? Yeah, okay. So the hi-hat are these like little tick sounds, and then this is a snare. Alright, so the patterns for that is like, the hi-hat is like every other pattern, every 2 patterns, every 2 steps. And then this is you take every 8 steps is the snare, but I always put it on the 5th step. I started on the 5th step. And then this is how the musical measurements of this, like counting bars, is like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4. And that's 8 bars, what I just did right there. That's half a verse. Those are musical measurements. They're called bars, and you write your lyrics to the bars. So whenever you're writing your lyrics, you got to make sure it hits on that snare. You're writing it to the snare. That's the basic instrument is a drum, the drums, the snare and the bass drum, and the hi-hat. Those are the three basic. You got to have a kick drum in there too. Kick drum. See the bass drum, the 808 bass. See, like, a bass drum is like, how can I explain this? Like them big ass drums, boom, like them big, bass drums, like when you're at a football game and you got the high school bands playing, the motherfuckers are beating on them big ass drums. That's kind of like what an 808 is. It's like one of them things. You got to put a kick on top of it and give it that extra boom, you know what I'm saying? And anyway, so that's how you start a beat, is with the hi-hat and the snare, and then you put your instruments over it. You layer your instruments. Yeah, it's been a while. Well, the whole thing about this is, just to share, you know what I mean? Just sharing with people, like, what I do, my life. That's what this is. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, this is my pain. I put my pain out on this shit. All the stress, I all balled it up. I just put it together and threw it in this shit. So if I start crying and shit while I'm making this beat, don't laugh at me. Let's find a bass drum for this bitch. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird bass shit in here. I like that one. I mean, I always like this basic old 808 with a little bit of saturation plug-in on it. So this is what I do. If you want to make the bass really dope, what you do, okay, is you go to this little thing right here, and then you just trim it like this. Cut the volume up. That way, like the see, if you just play a sample, it's gonna overlap itself and they'll be on top of each other. Like before the sample stops playing, if you have it on another step, it'll start playing that one. But if you do this, if you trim it like that, it'll stop it when another step comes on. So that's how you do that. And then what you do is you assign it to a mixer track. Put a free mixer track. Now I saw a documentary, a producer who was making a beat for Eminem to diss Machine Gun Kelly. I was watching this little, video somebody made about it on YouTube. And for the bass, he used this saturation plugin called the Sausage Fattener. So I got this bitch. So now I know how to make my beats sound fucking hard as fuck. Because this is the kind of shit that's like in Eminem's beats. So that's why his shit sounds so fucking dope. Like that beat that he did, the Kill Shot, that's was used on this, the Sausage Fattener. The bass in that shit, the reason it's so fucking dope is because of that damn Sausage Fattener plugin right here. And I have it, so I've been using it on my shit. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the difference between that's with the sausage fattener plug-in. Let's see. Let me figure this shit out real quick. Okay. This is without the sausage fattener plug-in. That's just normal, right? But with the sausage fattener plug-in, that same note, that's just this shit sounds fucking ungodly. Like, that damn sausage fattener plug-in is what made. Anyway, you can see how fucking dope the bass is gonna sound in this bitch once I get, you know, what I need to get in there. I think I'm gonna take a little break and stop from this live video. And yeah, it's hard to do a live video and work on a beat because I always take my time on these beats. But I'll update you guys once I make this beat dope as fuck. I'll make another live video and I'll play that one and break everything down. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do, is just share what I'm working on and get some shit off my chest, and just thank every customer that's ever blessed me, like bought my CDs and DVDs and shirts and downloaded my stuff and streamed my stuff. Like, I appreciate every customer that, you know, supports me. It's much appreciated. You guys are dope as fuck. All right. What up, Josh? All right, Courtney. All right, Daryl. All right, Roy. Whoever. Love you guys. Thank you.